Wish Gareth and the team all the best. Is it coming home?
This is Jonathan Agger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Big John Fisher. John, what a performance from your son. A lot of people thought it would be like a full round shootout. That was like 30 seconds. How proud are you of Johnny?
Extremely proud. Listen, I'd have been proud if he'd have won, lost, drawn, whatever, because he's a fine young man and he's a great son to have. Proud to call him my friend as well as a son, and that would be the same whether he won, lost or anything. But I knew he's been training so hard for this, and I've noticed it, everyone's noticed it in camp. Things have changed. He's turning more into a boxer now rather than a brawler, and I think that showed tonight. It's just a little bit of a shame that he couldn't show more of what he's been learning, but as they say, you don't get paid overtime in boxing, and Alan's such a dangerous man. If you can get him out there, you get him out of there. But full credit to Alen Babic. He's a top man. I've always got on with him. Got so much respect for him, and I hope we don't take the defeat personally or to heart, because he's still got a lot to offer the world of boxing. It just can happen to anybody. But big up Alen Babic, and I mean that.
Absolutely, and the guys behind you, Mark Tibbs and Sonny, do put in all the hours with Johnny, who had what two fights as an amateur. I mean, how much credit do you give to them that he keeps on improving?
Well, he had 10 fights as an amateur, 4 senior fights. But yeah, he's raw. In boxing terms, he's very raw. But he's taken himself out of his comfort zone. He went to Texas to spar Filip Ergovic. A massive shout out to Filip Ergovic, because that's the toughest sparring I've ever seen Johnny go through. And he sparred Dubois, Fury, Chisora, Joyce, Fabio Wardley, Fraser Clark. But the Ergovic sparring in Texas was quite frightening. Ergovic was like, they was doing 4 rounds at a time. He was the only one. Landing into him fully up. And Johnny, over the course of a few weeks, stood up to it and negated it. But big shout out to Filip Ergovic, because I thought he was in top condition before he fought Dubois. But obviously credit Dubois as well for beating him.
Up there, Eddie's been saying like he'd love to see him against Wardley or Clark, and these are guys that you're friends with and stuff. But as from a professional standpoint, who would you like to see Johnny fight next?
Listen, top respect for Fraser Clark, Fabio Wardley. They're good men as well as top boxers. You're not going to disrespect them and say, yeah, Johnny can get in there and beat them. I think Johnny's probably 1 or 2 fights off fighting one of them, because they are at a level above Johnny. Let's be truthful. They've been there, seen it and done it. So just keep learning. He's only 25. Just have another couple more fights, then perhaps early part of next year, if you get a chance at one of them, take it.
I believe Tony Bellew said after maybe like a David Adelaide or a Dacres. I know Dacres is with S-Jam, so maybe that doesn't happen, but maybe a David Adelaide? I'll
be truthful with you. I don't think Adelaide or Dacres is at S-Jam. I don't think any of them hold any problem for Johnny. I really don't. But that's not disrespecting them. But I think personally, go away, fight abroad next once or twice, then come back to London early part of next year and probably take on one of them if it's available. But there's other people. You've got plenty of people out there. Don't look too far ahead. Don't get too cocky. Johnny's keeping learning. He's working hard. That's the important thing. I mean, he's had a fight now. He's had a long training camp. He won't even touch a drop of beer. That's the life he lives. He dedicates his life to boxing. He'll have a little takeaway and then he'll be back in the gym. But listen, just thank you to everyone that came out as well. What an atmosphere. Especially after the football, I was thinking might be a little bit of a downer because everyone's like got up for the football. But just thank everyone that come out all the time, and big thank to my wife as well. She does a lot of work for Johnny and all of us. Yeah, apparently Johnny in the presser just said that she cleans kitchens and looks after his dog, but she does a lot of work for Johnny. She's part of the team ball, Charlotte. Yeah, team ball. Yeah, I've got to keep her happy because I fancy a bit tonight. But
just
no, you didn't hear what I said, so don't worry. I said
you can watch it back. Yeah, something like that. No, definitely not.
No.
Just on the atmosphere out there. It keeps getting bigger. It keeps getting more people. What is it about Johnny and your family that these are tough times and people are spending their hard-earned money to watch your son?
Listen, it's nothing to do with the family. It's all Johnny. He's hard-working. He's an intelligent young man, got a history degree. He put his heart and soul in anything he does, and people either like that or they don't like it, and thankfully people do like it. He is what he is. If you ever met him, he's always down to earth, humble, a genuine young man. So I think people buy into that. And yeah, it is hard times at the moment. There's not a lot of money out there. People are struggling. But one thing was good tonight, the Copper Box. The cheapest ticket was £40. And what a view you had in a £40 ticket. Unbelievable. It's like a £100 ticket elsewhere. So the Copper Box is an ideal venue for boxing. It is absolutely fantastic.
How about Johnny in Australia next?
Listen, we love Australia. I did a tour out there in February and March. I've got another tour in September. So hopefully Johnny can come out of me for a little bit there, and then he can fight there in December. Johnny's got a massive fan base over there. I've got a big following over there. We love the Australians, we love their way. And it's not just Australians over there. You've got your English, your Irish, your Welsh, your Scottish. So it's a great mix, but what a country and what a place to box. Be unbelievable.
Finally, John, I know you're a big England fan, proud England fan. What's your message? You didn't look great tonight, but we got through again. Confident that we'll win it or not?
Can I just say, first of all, big shout out to the England rugby team. Lost by 1 point in New Zealand. You know, New Zealand could be the best in the world, especially in New Zealand. No one goes there and wins. And we come so close, and the England rugby team is getting there. It is getting there, it's getting there, it's getting there. The football team didn't play well, but they're there. It's time to get behind them. They're in the semi-finals. You know, wish Gareth and the team all the best. Is it coming home? I don't know. I don't like to be flash. But you're 2 games away from it coming home, so let's hope. We always live in hope. But listen, another semi-final. What can you say? The penalties them blokes took today, nerves are still. So credit to each and every one of them.
We finished with the Bosch.
Bosh!
John, congratulations.